I feel a little wet, I do, yeah. A bit like Keir Starmer. Well, he made a speech this morning at an event where he made his 6 pledges that were printed on a little card, yeah. They do like their pledges, don't they? It's not a manifesto, no, but it's pledges. There's key things left off that little card. Anyway, I'll give you my thought on it anyway. So, okay, here are his 6 pledges. Sticking to tough spending rules in order to deliver economic stability. Okay, what does that mean? Does it mean there are going to be more cuts? Does it mean to say that the areas for which you say that you're going to improve, such as the NHS, are not going to get any more money? Are we going to rob Pete to pay Paul? What does that actually mean? There's no detail in it. Now, cutting NHS waiting times, well, you know, obviously that's the second pledge, to provide 40,000 more appointments each week, funded by tackling tax avoidance and non-dom loopholes. Well, there's a hell of a lot of tax avoidance in the UK. The problem is a lot of it's legal. How do you tackle something unless you make it not legal? Now, I've been in business a lot of years and what have you. We go to the accountant and they tell us, well, you need to do this to save that. Whether it be you pay yourself a bare minimum wage and you take your money as a dividend at the end of the year, that kind of thing. Well, obviously, that didn't pan out for those who needed a little bit of help, doing, you know, furlough and what have you, during the pandemic. No, it bites you in the blooming arse, it does. So in some ways, that was bad advice. But you see, that's their job. They give you the best advice they can at the time. We pay them to save us tax money, so you don't have to pay so much. That's just good business. I'm not saying it's morally correct, it's not, but it's just good business. Well, that's one of them. Well, actually, no, it's 2 of them. Well, number 3 now, aren't we? Yeah. Launching a border security command to stop the gangs arranging small boat crossings. Now, how the hell are you going to do that when they are arranged in France? That's where they're leaving. Yes, there are other gangs as well that are also operating in the UK itself, organising these boats, so I suppose you could do that. But that ain't going to stop them. It's not. What's happened to the argument about safe legal routes that Keir Starmer and others in his brigade have told us that is the problem? There's no safe legal routes coming into the UK. Have they gone full on Tory? Maybe, I don't know. I know some people seem to think so. So what is that? A border security command? What are we going to do? Have guns on turrets or something? Mounted all the way around the coastline of the United Kingdom? I'll tell you what we ought to have, in these pledges. There's one pledge here. I'll tell you at the end of this video that I think most definitely should be on here. And maybe the gun turrets might be of use. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Number 4. Setting up a great British energy, a publicly owned clean power energy company. Now that is a brilliant idea. I'm all for that one. And hopefully you can, make the other energy companies, even the French one over here, EDF and what have you, unviable in the UK and employ more eco power. More wind power, more hydro power, more wave energy, etc., etc. It's obviously solar. That's what we need. Maybe you can incorporate within that more government grants for individuals to do self-consumption. So basically they put solar panels on the roofs or in the garden or wherever they can, And not penalise them whether they're on the roof or on the ground. Because currently you get penalised for that. If you put your solar panels in the roof, you get more money than you put them on the roof. And if you put them on the ground, you get even less payback. Or buyback tariff and all that. Which to me is just stupid. Electricity is electricity, you see. It also says here, number 5, providing more neighbourhood police officers to reduce antisocial behaviour, and introduce new penalties and for offenders and what have you. All this thing about more prisons, more this, more penalties for this, that and the other, more rules, that does not solve the core of the problem. We've got a societal issue in the UK, and that sounds all bit lefty and all that, bit woke, as people like to say these days. But it's fact. The fact is, if you've got unhappy people because they ain't got good jobs, they're stuck in places that they can't get out of, poor areas and all that, because they can't climb themselves out of it, you are going to have crime. Where there's poverty, there is crime. Reduce the crime, will you? By reducing poverty in the UK. Give people hope. That's what you got to do. You do that, and you won't need so many prisons. And you have more of a functioning economy. That is just obvious. That's discounting. That's all that is. Well, let's go on to number... Well, I think it's number 6 now, isn't it? Yeah, number 6. Recruiting 6,500 teachers paid for through ending tax breaks for private schools. Right. Similar problem with the NHS. We haven't got enough people. There ain't enough teachers out there to employ. And once they've left because they're disgruntled, because they think their job is shit, and quite frankly they get treated like shit, they're Ofsted and God knows what else, the pressure and all that, And also the pressure from the public. I wouldn't want to be a teacher. Some of these parents are right arseholes. Oh, sorry if you're a parent, but I'm not saying you, but some of them are. My missus worked in schools and she had their confrontations there. And she's the sweetest soul, she is. People can be bloody awful. They really can. And the teachers are trying to do their best for your kids. And if your kid are a little shit, because you haven't brought them up with any kind of respect, but then quite frankly, don't expect the outcome to be particularly good. We need a bit more discipline in the home. Sorry, I sound old-fashioned there, but we had discipline in our home. 6 kids I brought up. 6 kids. And they've all gone through college and university. All decent. All contribute to society. From nurses to historians. Even though I've got a degree, believe in education. It's important. So we do need more teachers, but we need to get them. Where are we going to get the teachers from? Just like the nurses and the doctors. Many of them are left. Many of them have gone back to the EU because of Brexit. And obviously the pandemic as well. People were worried about that. But you see, it's Brexit again, because they didn't come back again because they weren't allowed to because of Brexit. Immigration rules and all that. It's mental. But you know the one thing that I thought would be a really good idea for Keir Starmer to put on his little pledge of 6, would have been sort out our flippin' rivers and seas. Put pressure on the water companies. Find the heck out of them, like they do in the EU, alright? And they find them 6%, 10% of their turnover. Global turnover. That's what you got to do. You got to grab them by the kajibas, but no, it's soft on them. And yet they're poisoning people. People are getting, cryptosporidium, parasites in their gut, then it bricks them. The school's just been closed down because of flippin' cryptosporidium. The kids can't drink the water. People are getting sick because of these water companies. And nobody's doing anything about it. It's doubled in the last 12 months. Shit being pumped in our rivers and seas. Why the hell didn't Keir Starmer actually mention that this morning? To me, it's a no-brainer because it affects everybody. It affects everybody who is alive, okay? Everyone. Whether you're pooping or whether you're drinking. And you don't want to be drinking your poop. No. Or chewing on or brushing your teeth with or anything. No. This stuff is ending up back in your water. Bad enough we've got microplastics and PFAs in your water and heavy metals in your water. Yeah, they tell you to drink the water. Oh, keep on our Kool-Aid. But anyway, he could have won people over from the right of politics and from the left of politics and the centre of politics just on that pledge alone. He really could have done. People are sick and tired of seeing the brown flags on the beach. Ironically brown. Not safe. Don't bathe hair. Boil the water before you drink it. or clean your teeth. To me, I just think that was just madness on his part. I think he failed there big time. Now, some people are saying, oh, he's really strong at the moment, isn't he? Oh, crikey. Give me a flippin' break. Now, I will be voting Labour because it's the logical thing to do because of where I am based. Not based because I'm here in France, but, I come under Broadlands, you see. And currently they're Tory. And Labour's the next in line, effectively. So, I would vote Labour, try to get the Tories out. Do I agree what's going on in the Labour Party? No, I feckin' well don't. We've lost our socialist values in the Labour Party. We really have. I'm not talking about Jeremy Corbyn, I'm just talking about, left of centre. That guy, even Tony Blair is more socialist than flipping Keir Starmer at the moment. Keir Starmer's just following, he's just going where the wind blows him. So desperate to get that vote. That red wall vote. That Brexiter vote. I just want a Brexit vote. He's so just flipping desperate to get that. All morals have just been brushed aside. They really have. Anyway, you tell me what you think. Please leave in the comments down below. But please poke the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, obviously. But maybe the little bell icon, because then you get a warm fuzz feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. And if you ain't going to boop the old like button, remember to do it twice. Okay? Now, the dislike button. Do it twice. That's it, yeah. Anyway, you got to do it twice. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? I'll get there in a minute. Besides, anyway, we're doing the rewilding here in France. Where we're planting trees on this piece of land here. Planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. To be part of that, there's a GoFundMe link down below, for which there's also links to our other channel, which is our Rewilding Channel. I've been uploading little videos and stuff of what we've been doing over here, but basically you have a tree, a tree or bird boxes or bat boxes or hedgehog houses or what have you, and we'll make that and we'll plant that on your behalf and then put a sign with it with your name on, or it could be in memory of a loved one. Is it me or have I provoked a storm? Oh, that looks ominous. Oh, that does. Oh dear. I think we are going to get a storm here in France. Rain, 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 rain. More blooming rain. That's politics for you. Toodaloo.